Are you searching for some profitable POD niches? Well, I'm going to show you 5 more niche ideas for your print-on-demand business. Hey, what's going on? My name is RJ Martinez, and you came to the right channel where I talk about print-on-demand and helping you grow your business to the next level. So in order for you to create an impact on your print-on-demand business, you have to have good research and you must implement it. And if you missed the first 3 videos, I will have them down below in the description so you can have more niche ideas. This is a series that I've put together because you guys have been asking for more of this on my channel. So I've listened and I'm providing the content for you guys. And if you want a good start or if you want to make more profit, you definitely have to be different from your competition. All right, so everything that I'm showing you in this video, you just want to think about how can you be different from everyone else, and that's how you're going to make a top seller in a niche. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you get any value out of it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and let's get into the content. All right, so the niche is going to be the Doberman niche. So this is a certain type of breed of dog, right? You can see it right here. This niche is, I want you to think of when you're coming into here, what can you do? So think of like let's say you have a dog, right? What can you do for your dog's niche that you can apply to this niche, right? Or you just thought of an idea right now by me showing you this niche. What can you do for your niche, right? With the dog niche that you have, the certain type of dog breed that you have, like say like a Chihuahua, English Bulldog, or whatever it is, whatever type of dog you have, right? But just think about new sayings that are popping up that you can apply to this niche or even your niche. But the Doberman niche is a good niche, right? A lot of people love all types of dogs, right? There's all kinds of dogs out there that people love. So you come in here, you're seeing like the retro stuff, different types of illustrations that can be done for this niche that would do really well. Okay, I love those ears on these dogs. They're crazy. They're awesome dogs. Obviously the retro goes for any niche, right? The American flag, as you can see, can pretty much apply to every single niche. Camping, right? You've seen a lot of that mixed into this niche. Here are a few of the links that I'm going to share with you. Doberman dad. So you're thinking of like dad, mom, son, grandpa, stuff like that. You know what I mean? No, just Doberman dad or mom, right? Not the son. Yeah. Doberman dad or mom would be more of the ideal here. This is the merchant former trademark check. You can see when it checks it right here. That means there's no trademarks in here. It would pop up red, as you can see right here. It would pop up red, but any of the keywords, let's say for example Doberman dad, like you can see on the shirt, if that was trademarked, it would pop up red. Also too, it doesn't hurt to do another check to see if it is trademark checked on there. So make sure that when you're watching this video that you're always double checking. Just because I'm sharing it with you doesn't mean you have to always do your homework and do your own checking and stuff like that to make sure it's not infringing on anyone else or just any trademarks or anything like that popping up. Okay, so that's a cool little tool. I talk about it right here in this video. If you haven't checked that video out, check that video out. Really awesome tool that can be applied to help you do your research to make sure that you're not breaking any rules on any of these platforms, right? So a retro with the Doberman dad, really awesome shirt idea right here. It's doing some decent stuff down there. You can see with the BSR. Next one, best friends for life. I've seen a lot of this with I think there was a son and dad, and then they just implement it to the Doberman niche, which is a really awesome idea. So like I said, if you see something trending right now and you can apply it to any of these sub niches, there is a demand right there that you can create a top seller in the niche. And this is obviously it's doing pretty good. This is an awesome illustration with the hand, best friends for life, and you get the idea behind that. So yeah, there's no friend as loyal as a Doberman. Now this is like a design that you can pretty much scale out to a lot of niches, and obviously it's a consistent seller in this niche. So really awesome idea, really simple to do too as well. So this right here is anything loyal, dog, stuff like that, does really well in any of these niches when it comes to like the dog niche, any type of breeds. So think about it that way. So this is an awesome niche. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let's go on to the next one. All right, the next niche is going to be the pineapple niche. This is really cool. You see what Disney did right here, implemented it with the pineapple niche. Disney seems to be staying on top of a lot of the trends too. I'm not sure if you guys are paying attention to them. I'm not saying to copy their designs. I'm saying to pay attention to how they're staying on top of their trends. For example, how they mix the pineapple with Mickey Mouse. So obviously the Mickey Mouse face, obviously you can't do that, right? But what else can you do that Disney is doing and you can implement it to your niche, right? Just the research and understanding what they're doing and get inspiration from them can make a big difference in some of your niches, and that's one way that you can make more sales, right? So you can see pineapple cat, This is interesting. Looking at it, I'm like, what the heck's going on here? But it looks like a consistent seller. Pineapple on pizza has always been a big thing in this niche. Like, if people love pineapple on their pizza, they love it. Okay, and if people hate it, they hate it. So there's like two niches right there, right? If you think about it, people that love it and people that hate it. But people that hate it, they hate it with a passion. Like, why would you do that? Why would you ruin your pizza? You know what I mean? But then there was like, pineapple is the best on pizza. Like, I order it every single time. So obviously there's a demand for it. If you're looking at it over here, you can see that, you know, they mixed it a little bit. So they're mixing some keywords in there with pride and love. You can see that it's a consistent seller in the niche, right? And the BSR is pretty low. Now, another thing is it's like swingers and pineapples, stuff like that. It's a big thing in the pineapple niche. So think of something like that. There's other ideas right there that you can think about. Dabbing, sister of the birthday girl. I talked about this in the previous video, how you can, like, this seems to be like a popular saying throughout a lot of the niches of sister of the birthday girl, and kind of using that phrase and switching it up in different ways to kind of just go after certain other niches and stuff like that. You know, Hawaii and pineapples are a big thing. You've seen pineapple fitness. This is a pretty cool illustration, and it seems like it's a consistent seller. Right, another pineapple swinging, right? So pretty cool. Let's check out some of the top shirts that I found in here. This is my Hawaiian shirt. You can see that's a pineapple dabbing with it, kind of like that retro effect, and then in Hawaiian in the retro too as well. Seems like a consistent seller. $18.99, decent price point too as well. Decent design, very simple to do. Anyone can do it. The illustration is not too crazy, but it's cool. You know what I mean? Has that cool vibe. So really awesome t-shirt idea. Next one is pineapple Christmas. So just, you know, mixing it with another holiday, right? So kind of like cross nation pineapple and Christmas with the holiday. Think about ways that you can do this too as well. You can actually form the pineapples into a Christmas tree. So getting a ton of the smaller pineapples and making them into a Christmas tree or something like that. Think of different ways that you can approach this. You can probably put a pineapple as a shape as a reindeer or Santa Claus or something like that, right? Santa Claus face, something like that, and just kind of get the idea and see what you can come up with in this niche. So that this is a top seller too in the niche, and it does really, really well. The next one is going to be the dabbing pineapple. You see, it's pretty cool illustration. This is a pineapple, has some big feet, nice sandals, black toenails. Got it going on, baby. And has glasses on too as well. Kind of that, so the vintage sunset, kind of like a chill vibe I get from this design. But really cool. Definitely you can see the idea of dabbing. You can also apply this to any niche, right? So think about it. Even with the Doberman niche that we just went over, you can apply that to that. You can create a dabbing Doberman, and then just get the idea right there. Any of these niches that you can apply dabbing to, do it, because it will turn into sales if it's done correctly. Okay, so anything, okay, that applies to any niche, trust me, I know. All right, so the next niche is going to be jet skiing. All right, now this niche right here, you're gonna see now, I'm seeing a lot of retro stuff going on. The basic eat, sleep, jet ski, repeat. This girl, this is another saying that's very popular in a lot of the niches too as well. One of the ones that stood out to me was probably this one, and we're going to talk about it when I show one of the links up there. The American flag again. This is a very popular sport during summertime, right? So, or just an activity, whatever you want to call it, right? This is a big thing. This is really cool. See, this is a perfect example. I do my own stunts, right? And see how they mixed it with, you know, the jet ski. So this was a popular saying, right? And you know this because it just, if you don't know of that niche, like someone hurts themselves or whatever, I do my own stunts, right? It was a funny thing with the crutches and have like a broken leg or a broken arm or one with a sling in their arm or whatever the graphic was. But they kind of mixed it with more of the extreme sports, right? And this is really cool because you see a popular saying with that. And then if you apply it to different niches, boom, next thing you know, you have a top seller in that niche for that saying. If you catch that and you apply it, it's money, instant money. All right, so the retro one. This is cool. It's a graphic. You know, this is a really cool one. I haven't seen too much of this, but it's, see kind of how they have like is it the mountains or the clouds in the back, but it gives it a really cool vibe to it, and I think it's really cool. And I think they have some birds in there too as well. I haven't seen too much of that, but this is dope. I love the idea of what they did right here. So, and then, you know, next thing you know it, do something like that, something that's a little bit, by doing something, tweaking something like this, you have something unique and different in a niche, and then boom, you have a consistent seller. You know, this one's cool too as well. You know, this one looks like it looks like the jet ski's going pretty fast. Has that little, you know, the wind effect on there, retro, but it's that makes it different, right? And something like that turn into a consistent seller. Next one, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a jet ski. And if you never see sad people on it, and you never see sad people on a jet ski, dope, right? Takes up the whole shirt. The design is really big, and it's a good, you know, when a customer is looking up and down on Amazon to find a product, this is going to grab their attention because how big the design is, right? It's taking up the whole space on the shirt. Okay, this is a perfect example. If you haven't seen in some of my previous videos where I talk about you should be designing where the design takes up the whole space, because it's going to help you. It seems to help you with the click-through rate. It makes sense if you think about it. You know, more people are going to click on it because they like the design. They can see what it says and they think it's funny, and they're going to click, boom, and buy. It has 76 ratings and it's doing some damage, doing something. So think of ideas like this, and if you can apply something like that to your niche, do it. Make money. All right, so the next niche is going to be the pie niche, right? Pi day, right? 3.14, right? So it's like a math symbol. And this is a very popular day. Well, obviously it's March 14th, but there's some consistent sellers that are in this niche that sell all year round, because it's just it's gonna just turn into like the math niche at the end of the day. Okay, and there's some consistent sellers that sell pretty much every single day inside this niche, like pretty much any other niche. But it's like one of these niches where it's like you think it's going to be like a trending holiday, but then it just turns into an evergreen niche, and that's really cool. Some of my top sellers are from that, where I think I designed for like a trend, the next thing you know, it just sticks and it stays, right? And me personally, myself, I do have some top sellers in this niche that do really well, but it's an awesome niche. It's a cool niche. I love math too, personally myself, and you can see by looking at some of these BSRs. And now looking at some of these, you want to think about a little bit like, what can you do, right? So maybe you're not an artist, you know, you can't do certain things, but obviously you can outsource and have someone create like an illustration for you that you may like. But simple stuff does sell in here, right? You're seeing a lot of the math symbol and stuff like that related to what's going on in this niche, and making funny sayings or just funny designs about it, right? One of the cool ones you can see like this, like a chicken, so chicken pot pie, right? Really awesome. Just think of ideas of what you can do. And here goes the pineapple again, right? Pineapple design, and then it has like the math symbol right there. Okay, so there's some damage that you can do definitely in this niche. Don't do this guy right here, right? Be infringing, so don't do nothing on him at all. But you can see like he's holding the pie with the symbol in it. So think of stuff like that can be done in this niche. Let me show you a few of ideas. So the pie day, you can see right here, so like actually designing for the day, you can do that, but it just, you know, it's obviously going to sell around that time, but you can create something like I said right here. Like if you come up here to look at this one, you can see like something like this is evergreen, right? They just made the symbol and turned it into a pineapple, right? And kind of have that. And then there's something like the chicken pot pie, and you're gonna see in some of those are just consistent sellers, right? Pizza pie. All right, so you can see something like that too as well, kind of just mixing it up right there. That's really cool. Cutie pie, right? You can see what they did right there, right? So just kind of, you see where I'm going with this. Like there's different types of sayings, different types of ways you can do this, and you definitely can make a consistent seller in something like that you thought was going to be like a trend, and then it just turns into an evergreen niche, right? But then when that trend comes around, it's like a bonus, right? Because it sells over and over and over and over. Really awesome shirt idea. And I like how they kind of took a saying and put it together, and I think it's really awesome. So they took the pie symbol and did that. Very simple, very easy, something that anyone can do, right? So simple sells, right? Simple sells. Perfect example. All right, so the next niche is going to be geometry, math. I sucked at this this one. I took this in high school. It kicked my butt. I sucked at this class right here. But anyways, it's a good niche. It's a good niche to dive into. And you're seeing like funny sayings, obviously, that are doing really well in this niche, right? Kind of just mixing like mixing math, geometry, and then like a certain niche together, and then applying like a funny saying to it on putting a shirt design on it. Yes, I am always right. I'm a math teacher. Of course I have problems, right? You can just even like I'm a geometry teacher. Of course I have problems, right? Something like that. And you can see what they're doing in here, right? Just knowing the niche and just mixing a few sayings. And then next thing you know, boom, you have a shirt design. Okay. So, but you can see as you're coming in here, there's a lot of evergreen sellers and consistent sellers every single day. One of the ones is the dad angle. You know I'm right. And this is really cool. And you can see it's a top seller in the niche, but thinking of ideas like this, you can create something that's unique and different. Really awesome design. You see how they did it. It's very big on the shirt too as well, right? Consistent seller. Next one, geometry keeps you in shape. Really cool. You see what they're doing? They're just applying a lot of the shapes in here and geometry and putting on a shirt and putting a funny saying with it, right? Really cool. Really awesome. Oh, geometry. All right, Christmas, mixing Christmas with this. So I'm pretty sure we're doing it Christmas time. It crushes really well. Right now, a lot of stuff right now starting to sell for Christmas. A lot of stuff for Halloween is starting to sell right now. All those mixed together, and they're going to be crushing. But this one right here is obviously it's going to start ranking and start crushing it and getting that BSR is going to start getting lower. Just something to think about right there that you can do in this niche. Think about other sayings that you can do with Christmas, and maybe you can mix something else in there, geometry and Christmas, and think of another funny saying that you can apply to this niche. A cute angle. This is cool and funny, like a cute, cute little, phrase on a shirt, mixing that little angle again on the shirt and creating something that is awesome in this niche. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. A lot of good ideas, good niches in here that you can possibly do, and watch my next video up here. And if you haven't watched the other 3 videos that I've done when it comes to need research ideas, have them down below in the description. And I'm going to continue doing this, and I'm making a series of this to help you guys and give you guys a better idea of what you can do and give you new niche ideas. Peace.